Hey everybody, it's Dr. K, or Dr. Kareem Samhouri, and today I want to talk to you about a 3-step, 72-hour weight loss plan. You see, I first discovered this when I gave a talk a couple of years ago, and the talk was actually only to 10 people, and it was to a leadership group in my area, and I didn't realize the impact this was going to have, but if you think about it, on average, 30% compliance takes place in fitness. Now, I've been fortunate enough to have maybe 50-60% in a lot of different respects with double-edged fat loss and some other programs I've created, but never before have I seen 90%. So I want to offer you the exact same 3-step strategy because 2 years later, 9 out of 10 people are still using these 3 steps. The best part about it is every time you fall off the wagon, you can get back on so much easier because you know about this 3-step plan. Each day for 3 days, I'm going to have you focus on one thing. Day 1 is going to be organizing a nutrition strategy. Let's talk about what that means. First and foremost, a nutrition strategy suggests you know when you're going to eat out, you know when you're going to eat at home. You know how many meals you're going to cook that week, and you have an idea what you're going to eat. You're also going to plan to go grocery shopping because without that, you don't have the food that you need to be able to stay healthy. On top of that, you need to make sure that you have your meal timing down and that you've appropriated the right amount of time into each day. So, for example, if you know it's a busy week at work, you're actually going to block out certain times of the day that are dedicated to your nutrition. That makes sense. So take one whole day, tomorrow let's say, and focus just on your nutrition strategy up and coming for the next week. It's easiest if you look at this just in a 1-week time frame, but it gets better as you go along because you'll be able to plan more like a month or 2 months or a quarter. Step 2 is find an accountability partner. An accountability partner is telling people in your world, telling people that matter to you what you're going to do and what it means to you. Not just what you're going to do, but what it means to you so they can remind you when you mess up and they can help you stay on track because it's inevitable. We're all going to make mistakes, but it's about appreciating the good that we do along the way. Now, along with telling the accountability partner what your specific goals are, it's important that you also tell your accountability partner when you succeed, not just when you fail. So they're not always just, the person in the background, the shadow overlooking you, saying, well, the devil's on this shoulder, the angel's on that shoulder, and they're the angel all the time. That's not right. That's not what it's all about. We want this person to appreciate your success, your goal achievement, and simultaneously remind you when you don't quite get there. So that's day 2. Now, day 3 is designing an exercise program specifically oriented based off of day 1 strategy. So for example, you're going to have different exercise programs on days of holidays, or you're going to have a different exercise program on a cheat day, or you're going to have a different exercise program on a day when you're going to do mostly water intake, for example, and really work on super hydration, increasing cellular metabolism, so on and so forth. So depending on whatever diet plan you're following, it's important that A, you have the strategy, that's day 1. B, you find an accountability partner, that's day 2, and C, day 3 is where you design your exercise specificity dependent upon what you're eating on that specific day. This is where a lot of people really miss the boat. So for example, let's say I'm in a low carb day. Well, does that mean that that's the day that I just want to be doing endless hours of cardio? No, on a relative scale, I'm consuming more protein. So on that day, it's a lot easier to build muscle. I'm going to do a little bit more of a strength bias workout. On a day that's a cheat day and I've got tons of fat and carbs and everything else coming through, what can I do? Well, I want to get the most bang for my buck in the least amount of time possible. So I might do something like interval training. I might lift a very heavy resistance load, followed by a superset of like 50 seconds of craziness, just pure intensity, trying to really spike my heart rate and keep it up for a short duration time period to allow EPOC to take place, or that excess post-oxygen consumption. So the exercise specificity plan is something that I'll be talking more about with you in the days to follow, but I just wanted to let you know that these 3 steps have made all the difference for 9 out of 10 people. I sure hope you're not the one that gets left out. I'm Dr. K, or Dr. Kareem Samhouri, and as always, it's a pleasure to be with you. Today, we're in Venice Beach. I drove all the way out here, actually, from the central LA, which was like hours in traffic. It was ridiculous, just because I wanted to share this with you. This is beautiful. I feel so blessed to have an opportunity to travel around the country and have these experiences. Right now, I'm here for a fitness conference, getting to meet Bill Phillips, the guy who created Body for Life. It's a pretty incredible opportunity, and I'm looking forward to it because together we're going to grow and we're going to help more people. But along the way, I wanted to make sure that you're right here with me because you're very important to me, and I can't wait to see you again very, very soon. Have a great day.